Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Soraya. I hope, and this is Vlogmas, forgot to say that. This is Vlogmas. It is December, so I am trying to post videos related to Christmas during this month. And I'm trying to post as much as I can, but it does take a bit of time to make videos. I hope you've all watched my first ever video on YouTube. If you haven't, I will try and put a card up here or here, I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to be baking dumle crisp together as well. Never made that, that's going to be fun. And we will also be taking a trip to Systembolaget together. And I did mention this in the last video. And I thought today I would just tell you a little bit more about it and why we have it in Sweden. So basically, fun fact, in Sweden, the Swedish government has monopoly on the sales of alcohol. And what that means is that you can buy alcohol in bars and clubs and restaurants if you're over the age of 18. And you can purchase alcohol up to 3.5% in food shops like Sainsbury's, Tesco's, whatever. So like light beer and that kind of thing. But anything stronger than that, you would have to go to a shop called Systembolaget. And that company is owned by the Swedish government. So yeah, you want to buy wine, you want to buy rum, you want to buy anything like that, you have to go to, and any beer over 3.5%, you would have to go to Systembolaget. And it's a really special thing that we have that in Sweden, because I mean, in the UK, for example, you don't have that. You can go to an off-license, you can go to a corner shop, you can go to Asda, and you can buy a bottle of vodka and no problem. But we can't do that here. And there is a really good reason for that. History lesson. In the 1800s in Sweden, anyone could make and sell alcohol. But that came with a lot of health problems and social problems, which the church and the Swedish government were very worried about. And they tried to come up with ways to curb these problems. These problems with crime and health and all these disturbances were happening in society because a lot of people were drunk quite often. And the first thing they came up with was a rationing book. So what they did was they gave everyone a rationing book. And the point of the rationing book was that you could only buy a certain amount of alcohol over the counter. Way to curb alcohol consumption in the country because it was becoming a massive problem. After a while, this wasn't working completely either, and they were thinking about complete prohibition, but they decided not to do that because it was going to cause outrage. So in 1955, they stopped the rationing books, and the government opened Systembolaget, which meant you could sort of, I guess, buy as much as you want, but you could only buy it from them. And the special thing about Systembolaget is that it's not open all hours of the day. I think it's open from about 10 in the morning until 7 during the week. Then they close at 3 on a Saturday, and they don't open at all on a Sunday. So they do limit your access to alcohol. Now, it's really interesting. I find this really interesting because this does shape a country's attitude to alcohol and people's relationship to alcohol, and the sort of culture of drinking in this country. I have lived in England as a child and as an adult when I was studying. And I can tell you that there is a really big difference in terms of the culture of drinking in the UK and, well, in England anyway, and in Sweden. I think the perception is that in Sweden, Swedes either don't drink anything at all during the week, and then they'll get completely legless during the weekend and like binge drink. Whereas in England, you do have a pub culture, and it's really normal to like go down to the pub during the week on a Sunday, whatever, and socialise and have a drink, and it's completely fine. And we don't really have that in Sweden. There is no pub culture in Sweden, and if you are going to the pub during the week more than once, it's like, what are you all right? What's going on? It's not normal. You know, people might think you have a problem. Why are you drinking so many times during the week? You know. Whereas in England, you do have pub culture and you will go to the pub during the week and it's fine, but you will also go and binge drink during the weekend. And just from my own experience, I can tell you that there is a drinking problem in England. I'm not saying that Swedes are perfect, but I do think that the system that we have here, it does curb drinking. It does help, because the whole point of this monopoly on alcohol in this country, it is to discourage people from excessive drinking. You know, it's not supposed, they don't really want to make a profit. They won't have sales. There is no buy one get one free. There is no 3 bottles of wine for £10. You know, it's not stupid prices. I mean, alcohol in Sweden is very expensive. It's taxed really highly, and yeah, not fun. No, not really. But it is good because you can't afford to have a drinking problem. I was going to say that. No, but you just can't go out and drink, you know, every weekend at the club. Well, you can't only because of the pandemic, but normally you have to be careful, basically. I mean, it is expensive, and that is a factor that is something you have to factor in when you're drinking. So I do think this system in this country has helped, has actually helped. So yeah, I am very pro restrictions on alcohol. I'm pro the government monopolizing the sales of alcohol. I think these strategies have been really helpful in terms of reducing alcohol-related illnesses and problems in society. I really do. I believe that. However, have I ever benefited from being able to buy a bottle of vodka at 2 a.m. in an Asda? Yes. Yes, I have. Did this help me? No. No one needs to buy a bottle of vodka at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. They just don't. Because nothing good happens after 2 a.m. from going to an Asda and buying a bottle of vodka. Believe me. You just don't need it. No one needs it. No one. Nothing good happens. So let's just all make good choices and go home and just drink some water and eat a burger and go to sleep. Just don't. No, but really though, I mean, is it nice to have options? Yes. We all like options. Options are awesome. We like choice and freedoms. However, do I think that 18-year-olds need unfettered access to hard liquor at all hours of the day and night? On a societal level, no, I don't. I don't think so. You just need to plan your drinking, organise yourself, sort yourself out. If you think you need vodka on a Saturday night, go there after you've been doing your food shop on Thursday afternoon. Like, that's all it is. See, Systembolaget encourages us to sort ourselves out and just like schedule our life better. Because you have to be able to schedule your drinking. Otherwise you can't do it. Yeah. That's what I think. I've talked for such a long time. But I think this is really interesting. I hope you've thought it was interesting learning a little bit about social history and drinking cultures in Sweden. Of course, everyone's different, and yeah, everyone's gonna drink differently. Everyone's not the same. But yeah, thank you for listening to me. I am gonna take you, like I said, to one of the shops so you can have a look around and see what they've got, what it looks like. I think it's really efficient. I enjoy the fact that because it's a shop dedicated to alcohol, the staff there are all trained and they all know, you know, what wine pairs well with what. They know which rum your friend might like based on what they already have bought. Like, they know, the people that know about alcohol, they know what they're doing. And I also really appreciate that they have little tags on each product that tell you like how sweet the wine is, how acidic the wine is. Because it just makes your life easier, and I don't know anything about wine. I need help, you know. Yeah, so it just makes, I think it just makes everything easier. I appreciate it. I appreciate that kind of organization. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm rambling. Here's another look at the tree. So yeah. Oh, yes, I forgot. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you don't like it, then that's okay. You don't have to do anything. But if you did like it, press the little button. Here we have some red wine. Over there we have glögg. I mean, it's all very like efficient and organized. It's all very helpful. Red wines. Here we have the rosés. Champagnes. White wine. Here we have all the beer. This is Christmas beer, apparently. Anybody want some ho ho ho? I know I do. Ocean Christmas beer. Very festive. Dun, 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 dun. I am very influenced by packaging. This is cute. I would definitely buy this. I don't even like IPA normally, but I'd buy that. Oh, and I'd buy this one. What's this called? Apocalyptic Thunder Juice. I mean, just the name. The name alone makes you want to buy it. Yeah. Ooh, another one that I like. Rec League. Never tried it, but I would. Then over here we have the ciders. Obviously, Kopparberg, classic. Summersby. Some Bacardi Breezes. A little bit of sherry. My nan liked sherry. No, not my nan. My granddad liked sherry, but my nan used to drink it too. And then we have, oh look, here we have sours, as my Scottish friends would say, sirs, apple sirs. Oh, they've got a red berry one as well. Ooh, this is interesting. Hate this, but I love the bottle. How festive. I might actually buy this. Look, there are sparkles in it. That is so cool. And here we have the hard stuff, the liquor. Got your whiskies. You've got your cognacs, you've got your dark rums over there. Yeah. Oh, don't forget about your vodka. Like vodka. Another classic. Absolute. Yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna go now. Got things to do. Good morning, everyone. I know it's very dark. That's because it's December in Stockholm and the sun doesn't rise until about 9 o'clock in the morning during December. So that's why it's so dark. But it's very cozy. Anyway. Hi, Chewy. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. Yeah. But Chewy, we're going to show everyone how to make Dumle crisp now. And Dumle crisp has 3 ingredients. Rice Krispies, Dumle chocolate, and 200 grams of cooking chocolate. So I'm going to show you how that's done. Ah, but before we start, I'm going to have to open my calendar because I got a lovely Mercy calendar from my boyfriend, and you need to start the day with some chocolate. Today, let's see, 14. It's a little heart. What are you? I don't know, I can't read. I think it's in German, I can't read it. It'll be a surprise. Okay, so now you need to get your 200 gram block of chocolate and your 10 Dumle candy chocolates, and you have to chop them up. You might notice there's one over here, and that's my mouth. these are going to be so tasty and delicious.
Merry Christmas!